Hey peeps, it's me, Kay. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're already a subscriber. So my apologies. I know this is late. New York City had a heat wave and I could not sit under these lights during that heat wave. So today we're gonna do two women of the Bible. We're gonna do Hagar and we're gonna do Rebecca, so I can make up for last week because I'm trying to have a video up every Wednesday. We are expecting another little heat wave, not really heat wave, a couple of days that's like over 90, and so hopefully it will be fine and I'll be able to get back on schedule. But if not, no worries, I will be back as soon as possible. All right, so let's get started because we have two ladies to cover today. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read both ladies. I think that'll be better. I'll read them both. We'll glue the little ladies down on the page, and then I'll do what I always do. I'll put you on pause, I'll write it all up, and then we'll come back and we'll decorate. Okay? Excuse me. So let me take a little sip of the iced coffee here. Hopefully that will help my brain cells. All right, so who is Hagar? Hagar, her name means flight or forsaken. She was an Egyptian servant. Sarah, who was barren, gave Hagar to Abraham to conceive a child for them. She is the mother of Ishmael. She named God El Roy, the God who sees me. She was sent away to the desert. Why Hagar matters. Her story is a reminder that God sees us in our most difficult and lonely places. She turned to God when she had nowhere else to turn, and God met her there. Hagar is the only person in the Bible who gave God a name, El Roy. Again, the God who sees me. Her story encourages us to trust God's presence and provision even when we feel uncertain. The key verse is, so she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her. You are a God of seeing. For she said, truly here I have seen him who looks after me. And that is Genesis 16:13. What can we learn from Hagar? God sees us in our brokenness and meets us where we are. God is faithful and he never breaks his promises. God will provide even in our desperate circumstances. So my thoughts, when I think of Hagar, I feel a mix of profound sadness and deep inspiration. It is heartbreaking to imagine her reality treated like an object, passed around without a voice, and given no choice in becoming a servant or a surrogate. Yet, through all her trauma, she was a devoted mother to her son Ishmael. While our circumstances differ, her story resonates with my own past as a single mother. I know the heavy burden of feeling entirely alone, unloved, and unworthy. Yet just as he was with Hagar, God was with me. He remained fiercely fiercely faithful even during the moments when my own faith wavered. Ultimately, Hagar's story is one of incredible resilience, obedience, and strength. She is a powerful reminder that God sees us clearly in our brokenness and our deepest needs. He never fails to provide, pouring out his infinite mercy and grace right where we are. So that is Miss Hagar. So my little messy notes here. So we have Rebecca. Who is Rebecca? Rebecca, her name in Hebrew is Rivka. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I wonder if that Rivka, is that the same name from Rivka from the Chosen? Is it pronounced the same? I'm not sure. Anyway, it means to tie secure, to tie firmly. Rebecca descended from Nahor, Abraham's brother. She is the wife of Isaac, mother of Jacob and Esau. She showed great faith in leaving her family to marry Isaac. Okay, she had faith in God's plan for her marriage. She was hospitable and kind to Abraham's servant. Okay, can we just stop here? Because I'm just thinking, like, what type of muscles and strength Rebecca has. Because not, oh, hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Somebody was in the hallway. Okay. Before, let me just read, and then I'll share my thoughts in a second. So, where was I? She was obedient and quick to decide to leave everything behind. She was patient in her barrenness for God to open her womb. God blessed her with twins who would become the fathers of two great nations. The key verse. So they called Rebecca and asked her, "Will you go with this man?" And she said, sorry, "I will go," she said. I put my own little words to it. Sorry. Genesis 24:58. What God did for Rebecca, He chose her directly and specifically, spoke directly to her, used her for His purposes through her family line. What we learn from Rebecca. Rebecca trusted God's guidance, which led to extraordinary blessings. Her story reminds us that God has the ability to work through our flaws and mistakes. Favoritism and manipulation within families can lead to conflict. Trust in God's plan for our lives, even when we are uncertain of the outcome. And I love this little catch line that someone put in their little notes. It says, "Her yes changed everything." And my thoughts is pretty short for Rebecca. Rebecca's story begins with an inspiring display of strength, obedience, and kindness. Seeing her eagerly draw water for Abraham's servant and his camels filled me with awe. She boldly chose to leave everything familiar behind to marry a stranger. Her immediate action makes me look inward and ask, would I step out so quickly? How strong is my own faith? Ultimately, her life reminds us that despite our human mistakes, God weaves everything together for His purpose and glory. So, can we just talk about Rebecca's strength for a second? Because girlfriend not only jumped up and got water for Abraham's servant, but she got water for all his camels. And that's crazy. Like gallons and gallons of water. And from what I read, I can't remember how many gallons one camel drinks, but oh my goodness. What type of strength does this woman have? Like, I was like, wait a minute. That's craziness. So, we're going to glue down Hagar down here since I put Sarah up there. I don't know why. I'm just kind of alternating. And but yeah, that's craziness. Every time I read that, I'm like, girl, I need whatever it is you got going on because the strength to do all that multiple times. First of all, just carrying a regular bucket of water from the well to her house, like those are different type of women that are built back then. Because can you imagine if we had to do it now? If we had to do, like, I think some of us would die of dehydration, like especially me, because my back could not do it. But yeah, they were definitely built different, for sure, for sure. And we complain about the simplest little things, right? And you got these women carrying buckets and buckets of. Ooh, I did not want to do that. Where's my... I never could find what I'm looking for, even when I try to be prepared. I'm looking for my little washcloth that I use for the glue. I can't find it. That paper towel was wet. That's why I didn't realize it. Where is it? It's not over here. That's because I have to move stuff because I'm always doing stuff on here. So I have to move things out the way. And sometimes I move it and then I need it. So we're going to glue her there. And we're going to glue Miss Rebecca up here at the top. Yeah, they were definitely built different. They were built different. I always think about that, like, my goodness, can you imagine being um one of Jesus' disciples? I know we're on the Old Testament, but I always think about this, like being one of, maybe I should put her over here, make it a little bit different. Being one of Jesus' disciples and you gotta walk everywhere. Jesus would be like, girl, get it together. No, can you imagine? Oh my goodness. I'd be like, wait, Jesus, wait. Can we just sit for 1 second? I think about that. I think about that all the time. I mean, Jesus was walking. He was always on the go, on the move, going here, going there. It's like, Jesus, I'm tired. Can we just take a minute? Can we just take a minute? Okay, so we got them down here. I'm gonna put you guys on pause, and I'm gonna write it all up, and then we'll do our little decorating and maybe talk a little bit. And yeah, so I will be back. Okay, you guys, I am back. My hands are so cramped. My goodness. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I think I'm just gonna take this pen, just kind of frame out the little messy. Yeah, so oh, I know what I wanted to say. If you know Jackie Hill Perry, she um she did a sermon on Hagar. She also talked about Hagar on her podcast with her husband, and both of them are amazing. I'll try to remember to link them down below. I should have took some notes when I watched it because she has such great insight that I never even thought about. Um, so yeah, check it out if you're interested in that. You know, just a different perspective she has, and yeah, I actually really really love her. I've learned so much. Um, the way she teaches is I don't know. There's something about it. Like it's so easy to understand. You know. Yeah, she's a really good teacher, speaker. Uh, I've learned a lot, and I really enjoy um, listening to her and her husband's podcasts. So funny. They're so funny in the beginning before they actually start talking about the topic. They would just talk about random stuff, and it's always so funny to listen to them too. I love their little banter back and forth. It's cute. All right, so that is that. So I think what I'm gonna do, instead of, I didn't use any color pens, I think I'm going to just use my highlighters, and just highlight the boxes here. I might have to go back over them with the black pen just to make sure they are um, easy to read. So yeah, they really are a fun couple. I really like listening to them too. Trying to find. Okay, let's not use the same type of color here. Did I use this one already? Is that the same color? I think it is the same color. Oh well, too late now. Oh no, this one's a little bit more blue. Okay. They look so similar sometimes, these colors. I should keep them out so that I know which is which. Let's use this one. Yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying. I know I'm not, I don't know how many of you are enjoying this little series, but I'm enjoying it. Even if nobody watches, I'm enjoying it. So, yeah, it's funny when you just concentrate on one person in the Bible, how much more you learn about them. And it's really been really, really good. I've really been enjoying learning more about the women in the Bible, especially the unknown ones that you don't really remember, maybe. It's really, really good to learn. And I love the watching the little animated Bible stories because I'm a visual person. So I'm loving watching those. Um, some of them are really, really good. So I really enjoy those as well. I think that's the same color, but that's okay. Yeah. So if you have um, anything you want to add, feel free in the comments. Excuse me, to add anything. Like I said, I'm not teaching here. I am just sharing what I've learned. And if you have something that you want to add, feel free. Feel free to add it. Did I just use that color? I don't even know. Yeah, feel free to add it in the comments. It is welcome. Though I've read the Bible, chronologically for 2 years straight, my memory is is horrible. My memory is horrible. So sometimes I forget certain stories and events, and I don't know. I would say it's old age, but I've been like this forever, so I don't think old age is an excuse. My brain just doesn't retain important information. It retains information that's not important. Why, I don't know, but it does. So let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna do a little bit of washi in between, and let's see what we got here. Maybe that one. Maybe this one. I'm gonna do something that actually matches. Maybe we'll do these three. Not too much color going on. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that is. My brain can remember random facts, but it cannot remember important facts. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why is that? Do you guys have that issue? Or are you really good at remembering things? Because I don't know why, but my brain just I don't know. It just does not remember important things. But I can remember dumb stuff that makes no sense. Like, random facts about when I was a teenager. Why do I remember that? It's not even important. But I remember it. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about. I have no idea. I wish I was the type of person that could remember, scripture and all the things, but I just don't. Like some of them I can remember, maybe not word for word, never word, not really word for word at all, but some of it I can remember. I don't know. I don't know why my brain works the way it does. I'm gonna put this one in here. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. So that um we can do on this side. Let's see. Maybe this one that matches that really nice. Um, and one more. Move that one on that page. Move that one, and yeah, I'll use those in here. There's this one here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I have this really bad nail break, and I keep hitting it. It's gonna rip off. It's gonna hurt so bad. Can you guys see? I didn't even check to see if you can see. I'm so sorry if I was totally off frame, out of frame. I'm so sorry. I think I will be used to this by now. Have any of you watched I don't know if it's still going on. I used that one already, right? Do I need to put one down here? I don't think so. I think that's good. And maybe we'll add some stickers later. Have you guys watched? I think I want to use this one. Watch the Women of the Bible series. I think it was on Fox. I watched not even the first episode. To me, it was so bad. I mean, if you guys watch it and you enjoy it, then more power to you. I don't want to talk bad about it, but it just was not for me. I did not enjoy it at all. At all. But one thing I can't get past the British accents. I don't understand the British accents at all. But I can't, I think, you know, I don't know. Maybe The Chosen has spoiled me and I just prefer their accents over the British accents. And I don't know. I don't know. I just don't I did not enjoy it at all. But I was hoping that Dallas, who is the creator of The Chosen, I was hoping that he did a Women of the Bible series, but he didn't. So, but he is planning to do Acts, which I'm excited about. They're filming season 7 of The Chosen. I'm not. No, I think you know what it is. I think because we have, let me use this one. We have all these seasons with the characters in The Chosen. That is so much harder to watch. It's going to be harder to watch the crucifixion. I I watched a little bit of the Passion of the Christ. It just wasn't for me. Um, it's, you know what it is. I have a hard time with subtitles. I can't read the subtitles and concentrate on the story at the same time. My brain just can't. So I was losing it in the story. And I don't know. I was just not. I did watch the actual crucifixion scene because I thought it was important for me to at least watch that. But yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I know a lot of people love it, and that's fine. I'm not saying anything bad about it. It just wasn't for me. And that's okay. Everything is not for everybody. So um, I already used this one, didn't I? That's okay. I'll use it again. But yeah, I think watching Jonathan Rooney being crucified is going to be a lot more difficult because we've gotten to know him in all these seasons. I don't like that. That doesn't match. I mean, I like it, but I don't like it underneath that like orangey color. So let me see if I can find something a little bit closer to that color. That might be, that might work. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, clearly he's not the real Jesus, of course. But I'm just saying, you know, when you get to like when you work, you're working when you're watching a series, you know, that you love and you've watched it for years, and then they kill off like one of your favorite characters. I know it's a different situation, but I'm just trying to explain what I mean by it. It's like it's a lot difficult than it is when you watch a movie and the character passes away, that dies or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but um, yeah, let's get some flowers on here and see some flowers, some butterflies, something. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I'm really, really, really enjoying doing this little series. I was a little hesitant at first. I like this, but I'm gonna have to cut it maybe a little bit. I really want to put that there, but it's gonna look weird if I cut it all the way up here. But I'm gonna hold on to that, so maybe I can find something else to put there. It's a little bit shorter. Yeah, I was a little bit hesitant because I didn't want. I don't know. I don't want anybody to think that I was trying to teach something because definitely not. Okay, that could work. I'm not a teacher of the word. I am a student of the word. But you know, I thought this would be a good way to share with others what you learn, and then you know, people want to share what they learned, then we could all kind of learn together. That was my thinking. Um, yeah, initially I wasn't planning on doing videos, and as clear as day, God was like, do the videos. Not in so many words, but basically was like, you know, share my word type of thing. So here I am in all my vulnerability, trying to share what I learned, and um, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I'm trying to see if I had a little butterfly to put there, but I guess not. Um, no, that don't fit there. I really want to put that purple there. I look a little crazy if I put that there. There's nothing purple. Well, that's kind of a purple color. Let's see. Maybe I can find something closer to that color. Maybe that one. All right, that could work. Yeah. So hopefully you guys those of you who watch um are appreciating this. And don't be shy. Chime in. Chime in. We all can learn, you know? We all don't know everything. We can all learn from each other. I think that would be a beautiful thing. Yeah, let's see. So I'm gonna add one here. Maybe down here. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing to share. And let's add one more thing here, and I think that will be it because I don't have any more space to put anything else on here. Let's see. If it work. Okay, that is that. There's one thing that I have to white out. Oh, that word right there because I moved the blessed with her twins down here and what God did for her. I moved that down there. Um, but yeah, I think that's it. So I got all the, yeah, I got it. All right. So that is it. That is um, it for Hagar and Rebecca. And then I believe, let me check my little list. This list is not, I have two lists now because this list is not complete. Um, so I think we will be doing Leah and Rachel next. Yeah, Leah and Rachel will be next. And then, yeah, then I had to put Tamar here because they didn't put Tamar here. So I have this. I have printed it over because it was a hot mess. And then I have this list here that I just asked Google to put. And then they skipped a lot of people. So between the two lists, hopefully we'll be able to get as many as we can get done. Yeah, before the summer is over. Once the summer is over, then I won't have as much time because I'll be working nonstop creating for my shop. So that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoy this little two for one video. And give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. Chime in, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Till next time, stay blessed. Bye.